Today we will tell you a story in which a man faced countless difficulties, but overcame them all to reach the heights of success. This is the story of Joseph Memran, who made a name for himself all over the world with his hard work and dedication. So let's start with the beginning of his journey. This is the story of a boy whose childhood was not an easy one. Joseph Memran, who was to one day become a successful name in the world of fashion, had difficulties and challenges in his early years. Joseph Memran's childhood was spent in the Canadian city of Toronto, a city where people come from different backgrounds, but Joseph's parents always encouraged him to pursue his dreams. Joseph's parents belonged to a middle class. They did not have much wealth, but they always taught their children the important principles of honesty, hard work, and simplicity. Joseph's parents tried to tell him that the most important thing in life is hard work, and that success can be achieved through it. Joseph's parents' simple philosophy of life was that the greatness of a person lies in his hard work, not in wealth or luxuries. These words always served as a guide in his early life. He was a cheerful boy even in his childhood, but his heart was always inclined towards new possibilities. His mind was always full of new ideas, and he thought that he had to do something big in life. Joseph's childhood was one where he faced the simple realities of life. But despite these difficulties, he always moved towards his dreams. The simplicity and challenges of that time in his life became the seeds of his success, which would later give him a unique place in the world of fashion. Joseph Memran's educational journey was as interesting as his early life. When he entered a local school in Toronto, there were new challenges for him. At that time, Joseph's parents always stressed the importance of education to him, and they wanted their son to become a good student. In school, Joseph was a hard-working and serious boy. He always tried to give his best in his work. But at the same time, he had a creative thinking in his nature that made him different from others. He often shared ideas with his friends and discussed new projects. He had a large group of friends at school. Joseph's demeanor was always friendly, and he got along very well with people. He was not only good at studying, but also able to build relationships with others. When Joseph finished his schooling, he planned to go to college. His goal was always to do something big, and education was an important part of that. In the early 1980s, Joseph enrolled in a local college in Toronto. In college, Joseph began to think about entering the world of fashion designing and business. He studied business and fashion and took a variety of courses in these fields. He always believed that education should not be limited to books, but that practical experience was also necessary to understand the world. When Joseph decided to go to university after graduating from college, he was preparing to take it one step further. At university, he expanded his ideas further, and here he laid the foundation for his future dreams. At university, Joseph began to make new plans to turn his dreams into reality. Here he realized that education was not just theoretical, but that he also had to use his ideas and creativity to succeed in practical life. One incident that always stuck in Joseph's mind was one day, when he worked on a project with his friends in class. Their project initially failed, but Joseph took this failure as an opportunity to learn. He always said that success is not only the result of successful experiments, but also learning from failure.
This incident proved to be a turning point for Joseph. He learned that difficulties and failures will be part of his success, and this lesson served as a guide in his life when he faced many experiences and failures after entering the business world. Joseph Memran completed his university studies, but then a new chapter began in his life. After his education, The questions in his mind were, what now? He had always sought an answer to one question. What path would he take after his education? Joseph decided that he would gain experience rather than start a big job or business right away. He spent some time doing various small jobs so that he could better understand the realities of the world. First, Joseph started working as an intern in a small company. He wanted to know how the business works and what was going on in the market. During this time, Joseph did various types of jobs, such as sales, marketing, and gained some experience to understand different aspects of the business. Another important event was that Joseph also spent some time in a workshop, where he gained technical skills and learned that working with his hands has a different fun and challenge. Here he learned important lessons about hard work, struggle, and patience. These experiences were very meaningful in his life because they helped him understand himself better and get to know different aspects of the business world. Joseph also worked in local restaurants or small businesses during this time to better understand his creative talents. He also spent time in the food industry and gained experience in communicating with people. All these experiences proved to be a foundation for him, which allowed him to be successful in planning his future. All these jobs and experiences were very important to Joseph. He not only understood the conditions of that time, but also learned that hard work, dedication, and experience take a person forward. Joseph believed that the foundation of success is never based on books alone, but on practical experience and hard work. When Joseph Memran completed his education, he had the intention of doing something big in the world. But as soon as he stepped into the real world, he faced problems that he did not expect. In the beginning, he kept applying for jobs, but often he did not get a response. One day, an event occurred in his life that changed his mind. Joseph was called for an important interview. He was very excited because he felt that this was his chance. But on the day of the interview, Joseph's life took a turn that he never expected. After the interview, Joseph received a response one day, and that was the moment when he had a chance to be happy. Despite his financial situation, he never considered himself weak. He had a determination to show the world that if your passion is strong, no difficulty can stop you. A turning point in Joseph Memran's life came when he decided to enter the fashion industry. Initially, he had a dream of creating a company that would be recognized worldwide, and he began to put his skills to the test to turn this dream into a reality. Joseph founded his business, but his beginnings were not so easy. Initially, he worked on a unique angle of fashion, which was a combination of cultural and modern fashion. He started producing his own products, and soon his designs began to be liked by people, but marketing was the problem. Joseph knew that success is not only achieved by good products, but also by promoting them properly. After that, Joseph started using social media. He took advantage of platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to build his brand identity. He created unique, engaging, and creative content with his products that caught people's attention. As his products began to be marketed, people gradually started getting to know them, but the journey was not easy for Joseph. He faced several sales declines and financial difficulties. Sometimes he wondered if his business would ever be successful, but his hard work and determination never let him give up. As Joseph's marketing strategy became stronger, his company saw growth. He launched a range of different fashion products, such as shoes, bags, and clothes, to further enhance his business. He presented each product in a new and unique way to keep people interested. But there were also difficulties in this journey of success. Once his company faced a financial crisis, Joseph used his personal assets to rebuild the company. He took out loans to further develop his business, but this was also a serious decision with uncertain consequences. Another difficulty came his way when he launched new products and they were not very successful in the market. This discouraged him, but he turned it into a positive. Joseph saw this failure as an opportunity and worked on redesigning his products and new marketing ideas. After that, he designed his products according to the youth segment and found a new market segment. Today, Joseph's company has become a global brand. His brand Joe Fresh has not only become a big name in the fashion world, but his products have captured the attention of millions of people around the world. Joseph Memran's success story is not only the result of his hard work but also a manifestation of his determination, struggle, and continuous efforts. He has proven that as long as you have the courage to turn dreams into reality, you can overcome any obstacle. Joseph Memran's success has not been limited to the world of fashion, but he has also ventured into and invested in several business fields. Here are some important details that further explain Joseph's current success. Joseph Memran has become a globally renowned brand with his fashion brand Club Monaco. The company produces high-quality fashion products such as clothes, shoes, and accessories, which have always been considered a symbol of style and simplicity. In addition, Joseph Memran has also made other investments, in which he has invested money in various new companies and business ventures. These include the real estate industry, technology, and e-commerce sectors. Joseph has invested in various startups, due to which his asset portfolio has become even wider. It is difficult to estimate Joseph's current annual income because his business ventures have expanded greatly, but according to one estimate, he is earning millions of dollars annually from the fashion industry and various investments. A large part of his income comes from the success of Club Monaco and other fashion brands. In addition to his successful fashion company, Joseph Memran has also invested in various financial platforms and startups. These include platforms such as venture capital and private equity, where he invests in new technologies and business models. In addition, Joseph has also invested in some market trading companies, from which he is benefiting in the stock market and other financial instruments. Joseph Memran's business is built on strong strategies. He has always adopted innovative and modern ideas in marketing and branding, which has led to his brands being recognized globally. His company Club Monaco started as a small fashion store, but over time, he has expanded his brand globally. Now Joseph Memran plans to expand his business not only in fashion, but also in various other sectors. He has his eyes set on more advanced technology and eco-friendly products in the future, where he is constantly stepping in with new ideas. His investment aims to further expand the business globally. Motivational message: there is no shortcut to success. From Joseph's story, we should learn that consistency and hard work are the real keys to success. As long as we do not give up, we can reach our dreams. If you like this story, please like this video, subscribe to our channel and share it.